Hello everybody and welcome to the Paladins Open Beta. Now if you're watching this, you probably just got into Paladins because it's now Open Beta on Steam, and that's amazing. You're probably like, what the heck? Like, you look in here, you're like, we have a dragon with a rocket launcher. We have a walking tree with an axe. We have a... whatever this thing is. I think he's a turtle probably. We have a bomb, a living bomb. So I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. So we're going to start out with the champions. There are 4 classes in Paladins: frontline, damaged, support, and flank. Frontline. The whole point of these game modes, actually probably a better place to go to first, would be casual. I'm not going to show an actual game, because that would make this episode a lot longer than it has to be. But essentially the way it's going to work is you're going to be put on a map, you're going to buy some burn cards, which we'll go into later on, and you're going to try to capture a point. And you're going to fight with the other team to capture it. Whoever captures it gets a payload, and then you try to push the payload into the enemy's base. So you get 1 point for capturing the point, and then a second point for pushing it into their base. But say the enemy team captures it, and you defend your base from them pushing it in, then you get 1 point and they get 1 point. So a point for capturing, a point for defending, or a point for pushing it in. So you could have 2 points to one team, or 1 point to one team and 1 point to the other. It sounds kind of complicated, but it's really simple. Once you go in, first to 4 points wins. So if you understand what I just said there, you go into the casual. It's pretty simple, guys. Like, don't overthink it. You'll learn it in one game. But you cannot win on a defense. That's an important thing to note right now. So say the enemy team has 2 points and you have 0 points, and the enemy team captures the point. Oh wait, no. Sorry, bad example. You have 3 points, and the enemy team has 2 points, and they capture the point. Now they have 3 points, and they're trying to push it into your base, and you manage to defend it. You don't get a point for that because you cannot win the game on a defense. You'd have to go back and capture the point next time to win. So then it'd be 3-3, and then you'd have to go to capture. So that's the only exception to those rules, where 1 point for defense, 1 point for pushing in, or 1 point for capturing. So you can get a maximum of 2 per round. But now that you know all that, you have everything you need to know for the champions. So we have the front line: Makoa, Barrick, Fernando, Ruckus. Now these characters are going to be the ones you're going to send off to the point or the payload to contest it and to protect the rest of your team while they're trying to capture the point. You're going to want one of these on your team because they're the tanks of this game. Next we got damage: Cassie, Kinessa, Drogos, Bomb King, and Victor. I'm just going to show the most interesting ones. We got Drogos, and we got Bomb King. I really like Bomb King a lot. As the name would imply, they do a lot of damage. They just run around and kill everybody. Then we have support: Pip. We got Grover. And then we got Grok over here. Now these characters heal your team. For example, Pip with one of his abilities, skills, can throw out a healing potion. And Grover passively heals everybody around him. Real quick, if you want to look at a champion, I'll go over the champion tab. So you're going to click on the champion. This is going to tell you a bunch of random stats that you don't really need to know. You go to skills, bam, it'll tell you everything you need to know about each character. So here's Makoa right there. You can go ahead and read up on what Makoa does. Loadouts, I'll get to those in a bit. And all the skins I'll get to in a bit. Flankers, we have Sky. We have Androxus. We have Eevee over there. And then we got Buck over here. I want to leave some mystery. You can see what Eevee looks like when you go in the game. These characters are the assassins of the game. They're going to run around the point, come up from behind, and kill the enemy team. So now, we're going to go into customizations for a character. Actually, before we go to that, there's probably something more important you want to know. Team comps. So it's a 5v5 game. There's only 4 classes. What do? We're going to want 1 of each. And then your 5th, you can do whatever you want there. Probably any 5th character will work. You know, you try to think through it. Hey, maybe 2 damage. That way you have a lot of damage. Anything's going to work for this. Heck, you can even skip out on a flanker and you could do like 2 damage, 2 frontline, and 1 support. With the way the game's built right now, it is very adaptable to having different team comps. And that's something I appreciate. So just go for it. But if you want to stick to a traditional team comp, have at least 1 of each class. So next, we're going to go into customizations for each character. Now, right now, they have not fully implemented a system. But each character, who's a character that has it, will have a skin. And this changes their body. So, like, you know, now he's gray. This one's green. This one's blue. But say I like this blue one, but I don't like how his head looks in that. So I can go over here to his heads, and I can equip the eye patch now. And now he has an eye patch. Or I could go over here, and look, now he has black hair. And then they have a weapon skin. So you can go over here and be like, I like this weapon more than this weapon, and I want to equip it. So they have a body, a head, and a weapon. Those are three things you could customize. Now, not everybody has this implemented. For example, Cassie, you go to her head. She does not have any yet. Everybody will at one point, but it's a newer system they implemented, so they're going back into that right now. Next thing to go over, loadouts. Now, you're going to have cards in this game that you're going to unlock through chests, and you get chests when you level up, or you can buy them. I have the Founders Packs. I have a lot laying around. I'm trying to save them for when there's a lot more stuff. But right now, I'll open one up just to demo what it'd be like right now. So, oh, look at that, the updated animation. Look at that, I got 2 new cards, and then 1 card that I already have. So you get gold for that if you already had the card. So now for Androxus, I have Reversal generates 3 ammo, and Another Step heals you for 40 health. Now there's more to this than what you can see. Now you see temp art in the corner of these cards. Not all the card art has been updated. They borrowed some art from Smite. But we'll go into more depth of that in a bit. So here's a good example of somebody for, I think, Barrick. This is a pretty solid deck because on Steam, if you win 5 games as Barrick, you get the TF2 skin. And a lot of people have pretty bad decks for Barrick, so I'll just guide you through how to make a pretty good deck for Barrick. It's what I assume is one of the best decks. So there are 2 ways you can go about making a deck. You see, import. So say actually you look at me and you're like, wow, you have some really nice decks for Ruckus. I want to go use your deck. You can go to import. I don't know if you can do it on yourself. Let's see if we can do it. You can search my name. Oh, look at that. You can look at my loadout for, what's his face, Ruckus right here. And you can click import, and bam, then you'll have my deck. So say you really like what I do in this episode for Barrick, and just go up and copy it in. So, or I can demo how to make your own deck. So see, every character is going to have 16 cards as of now. 4 for each section of the character. You're going to have 4 cards that focus on one of their abilities, 4 cards that focus on another, and 4 cards that focus on their third ability. Then you're going to have 4 cards that are focused around the character themselves. Like the armor/weapon. Like it could be like, hey, Barrick has more health now, or Barrick reloads faster. Barrick does not have those cards, but that's an example. Like Grover, you can equip him with a card that gives him more health. Androxus, you could equip him so he reloads faster. Personally, I like to build Barrick around his turrets. I'm going to go over here, pick this card. Go over here, pick another card. You can see there's a little blue highlight around it, so I know I already equipped it. I want to reduce my turret deploy time, increase the health of my turrets, and I want to stand near my turrets and heal them. In case you don't know, Barrick, he's like the engineer from TF2. He can put down turrets, and with this, he can now heal his turrets, so that's what is nice. And now I need a 5th card. There's no 5th card for turrets, so I gotta find some other 5th card. I personally like to increase the health of my barricade. That's your shield that he can put up around his team to help him out. Now, you see there's 12 down here, and I only have 5, so each card on their own is worth 1 point. Oh, 1 point. But then what you can do is you can hit this plus and minus. So look, right now, my turrets have 175 bonus health, but if I press this plus button, now they have 350 bonus health, but now that card is worth 2 points. So I like to go all the way up, so now they have a bonus 700 health. But see, now I have 8 out of my 12 points used. And you can go around and you can modify these in any way possible. Like, I like to have a pretty balanced. We'll go down there, stand near your health. And I like that. I think that's good. But you could go around and add plus minus. But see, if I go over like that, this deck is not viable anymore. But I go down. Now I have 12 points total. You want to use up your 12 points. Then you're going to hit save and exit. You're going to rename your deck. Deck to... What do you guys want to be named if you guys want to import this? Yeah, there you go. Now you have a little piece of me with you. But you can do this. I have a deck for every character right now, so if you want to take in my deck, you can. But say you import my deck and I have cards in there you do not own. Do not threat. I'll demonstrate how to buy cards. I guess whenever you import a deck and you don't own the cards, it'll say, hey, you want to buy this card? But if you want to make a deck and say, oh man, I really want to increase the health of my Poppy Bombs as Bomb King. Costs 1,200 gold, which is really not that much. You can probably earn a couple hundred a game. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to buy it. Well, bam, there we go. Now I can increase the health of Poppy Bomb as much as I want. I'm not actually going to do that. Can I just cancel? There we go. I don't want to do that. So that's how you create a deck. Now, once you head into the game, you're going to press a button, and then you'll equip the deck. But I'll show you how to do that. So when you go to play, we have training, competitive, casual. Competitive, don't worry about right now. If you are interested in that kind of stuff, you'll learn about it. But I don't think most of us are. So we'll go training first. Shooting range. This is where you want to go if you just want to try out somebody. It's going to be you on your own. So this is the select screen. See, look, front line, damage, flank. And when you pick somebody, there's going to be a check mark up there. It doesn't show it for you on your own. But when you pick somebody, there'll be a little check mark to show you already have one of those characters. But you can go and pick a second one. But it's just to advise, like, hey, you already have one. How about you pick something else? I don't know why I have a purple framer. That shows like your competitive ranking with them. I have not played any competitive. We're gonna go with Makoa. Look, and then you can go here and you can change their heads. I can, I can mess around with my customizations while I'm waiting. I can go and equip a mount. We mess around with this for a bit. You'll see what your team's picking. And now I would have seen what the enemy team had picked. But right now it's just me on my own. Hop into the shooting range. Alright, so here we are in the shooting range. Look, now it's going to bring up the decks and it's going to say, which one do you want to choose? Once you pick one, that's it. You're stuck with it. I don't know about this Makoa deck. It's kind of outdated, but I'm going to select it. Sorry if you hear Cassie shooting over there. Quiet, Cassie. Now, what you're going to do in your base is there are items in this game. Now, I might call them burn cards by accident because they were called burn cards until a recent patch. They're actually called items. So look, what? I think I found a bug, guys. You cannot purchase items right now. So we're going to leave base.
Enemy killing spree.
Interesting. It doesn't want to let me buy items. Well, I'm going to take you through what you would do if you were able to purchase items. You will be able to do this normally in a game, but I guess it's just glitched out for shooting range. You're going to press I, and you can buy burn cards. I'm sorry, items. And there's going to be 4 categories, and you can buy 1 from each. Now, they're going to have a base cost. And then what you can go is you can spend more credits to upgrade the cards to a different tier. So there are 3 tiers of cards. You're going to have tier 1, which is the base card whenever you buy it. Tier 2, when you upgrade. Tier 3, then you can upgrade again. Now it's going to cost a lot to upgrade. So my personal advice is to spread it out. Buy 1 of each category and then go in and upgrade 1. And then you can do that throughout the whole game. You'll keep the items until the end of the game. And then they'll reset. Oh, see, look, this is Ying. She's not in the game right now because she was in the game, but they're re-kitting her to make her more of a support. So this is what Ying looks like. She will be in the game soon, but she did temporarily taken out. Look, here's some of the characters right now. Fernando, just give you an idea of the art. Not every map will look as weird as this one. It's just because it's the test map. But real quick, I'll show you what it looks like to kill somebody. Look, auto, bam. Alright, my hook does not work on these guys. Bam. Bam, look, they're dead. Now I gain some credits for killing them. I can go back to base, and I can spend those to get items. But you do that in between matches before the match starts. Can I grab this? Yeah, I can grab her. And then, bam. Now that actually brings up another interesting point, the combo system. Can you headshot with Makoa? They have headshots, but I don't know. I don't think Makoa can do them. So they have a combo system. Certain abilities will combo together. You can press K in a match to see your abilities. Interesting thing to note. I think it will note.
Enemy is immortal.
Yeah, for example, your next cannon attack will deal 70% increased damage on a marked target. So if you hit them with your dredge hammer or your right click, it will allow you to do bonus damage with your cannon, and that's called a combo. A lot of characters have this. I'm trying to think of some good examples. Ying used to have clones that she could blow up. And if she blew them up on somebody, then her basic attacks would do more, I think. No. If she blew up more than 1 clone on somebody, they do bonus damage. Bomb King. As of now, what he does is he can put bombs on people. He puts sticky bombs, and they do bonus damage if you have more than 1 bomb on somebody. Pip can throw out a slowing potion. If you throw a slowing potion on, then use your basic attacks, they'll do bonus damage. But Ying, keep in mind, she'll be different whenever you play her. And nearly everything I show you can and most likely will change. This game has changed a lot. But right now, this is what it's like as of the launch of the open beta. Can I hop up here? Okay, you can hop up
Enemy
here.
is
Look, you got a shell spin. Now I'm going to do a combo. Well, bam, grab, and basic attack. And she's dead. She's dead. Makoa's a frontline, so you notice he has a shield, and this will protect his teammates. And real quick, I'll show you what the ultimate's like. Let me exit my shield. Makoa's ultimate is he whips out his hammer and he uses it as an axe. Bam. And he starts beating up everybody. That's a little demo of that. Can I return to lobby? No, I don't. Return to lobby. So there you go. There was a quick demo of what it should have been like to buy items. Anything else I think is important to show you? Chests will cost gems, just to give you an idea of what gems cost. There you go. So I think I did the math before. Roughly $1.25 for a chest. Not a bad deal. I'd advise you wait for chests until they add more skins, because you can get skins out of chests, but there's not that many right now. That's why I'm saving my chest. Founders Pack, good deal. All champions is like the God Pack in Smite, except it's cheaper. You get an exclusive skin amount and 20 chests. And I think you get a game in Smite, or Fernando skin for Ares in Smite. They crossed over, so Fernando got an Ares skin. Ares got a Fernando skin. So that's pretty cool. Let me see what else would be interesting. Skins. If you wanted to buy skins, you're gonna go over the skin. Oh, well, this is a bad example because that's an epic one. He does not have his heads yet, but look, this one costs gems, so I won't be able to get it. But if you go over to Victor, anything that's a recolor will cost gold. So I can go over here and I can press unlock on the gold, and then you have it unlocked and you can equip it. And I'm not gonna do that because I don't want that skin. All right, everybody. I don't know how to end off this kind of thing, but just to hype you up for Paladins, I'll show you the open beta trailer again, because I think it's pretty awesome, and Drogo's my favorite character in the game. Has an amazing scene at the end. So without further ado, watch that and get hyped, and I will see you in the realm. Goodbye, everybody.
Here's your king of big hug. Behold the dragon's fury!